Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. So today our group gonna present about case study 1 business intelligence. Okay, this is my team member. The first one is Muhammad Nazim Hussein bin Muhammad Nazimuddin. The second one Muhammad Nur Ashraf bin Tajuddin, and yeah, that was me. And the last one is Muhammad Hanif bin Muhammad Nawi. First of all, let me introduce myself again. My name is Muhammad Nur Ashraf, but you can call me Acap. Okay, before we go to the section A, let me read the scenario first. Smart Retail Sdn Bhd is growing retail company that sell electronic gadget across Malaysia. The company store its data in multiple format and system. Sales data stored in Excel file exported weekly from the point of sale post system. Customer data stored in MySQL database. Product catalog maintained in a CSV file shared by the marketing department. And the last one is branch data obtained from a Google Sheet share by the operation team. The management want to combine all this information into a single data warehouse to enable performance analysis in Power BI. Your task is to design and explain how the ETL process can be implemented to prepare clean, accurate, and ready to analyze data. Okay, the first one is explain the meaning of extraction, transformation, and loading (ETL) in your own words. Okay, ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. It collect data from different source. The data is combined into one central system called a data warehouse. During the process, data is cleaned and formatted. Business rules are used to organize the data properly. The final data becomes structured and ready for storage analysis, machine learning. Okay, for the second question is describe why data cleaning is a critical part of the ETL process. Data cleaning is very important in ETL process. Data from different sources is usually messy, incomplete, or inconsistent. Problem may include such as missing value, duplicate record, typing error, or different format. If raw data is not clean, it can cause inaccurate report and wrong analysis. During the data clean, duplicates are removed and errors are corrected. Missing value are handled and format as standardized. This make the data accurate, reliable, and consistent. Then the last one, clean data is ready for analysis, machine learning, and decision making. Okay, the last one is identify three common challenges faced during ETL implementation in real-world scenarios. Okay, the first one is data quality issue. Data from different sources may contain error, missing value, duplicate, or inconsistent format. Cleaning and standardizing this data can be time-consuming and complex. The second one, integration of multiple data source. Different system may store data in different format, structure, or technologies. Combining these various sources into one consistent data warehouse can be technically challenging. And the last one is performance and processing time. Large volume of data can slow down the ETL process. Extracting, transforming, and loading that big data set may require high processing power and careful optimization to avoid delay. Okay, that's all from me. Next, I will pass to my friend Muhammad Nazir Hussein to continue for the section B.
Thank you, Ashraf. So now I will introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad Nazim Hussein bin Muhammad Azmuddin. So I will continue for the next section, which is the section B, ETL, Design and Process Flow. So the question is based on the case above, propose a step-by-step ETL workflow to integrate the sales, customer, product and branch data. Indicate which tool or method can be used at each step. You may describe the flow using bullet points or a simple diagram. So for the next, okay, now I will show you how step by step on how to extract, transform and load data using the Power BI desktop. So for the first one is we extract, which is we connect Power BI to the CSV files, sales, customers, branches and products using get data. So you need to know what type of file is that, whether it is CSV or Excel. We need to know that first before we extract. And we have shown you how to extract data by using get data and choose the text CSV. So next, for the second step is transform. We use Power Query to clean the data. This includes correcting data types, filling missing values, and changing column name. So this is a screenshot of how Power Query Editor will look like. So we will use all these features to clean our data, to make our data is free from errors and a clean one. So next, we will have step 3, which is load the data. So for the clean data, after the process of cleaning, we can load our data into Power BI by clicking close and apply. So this is our clean data for branches, and we have for customers. And next we have for sales and products. This is the clean data after we perform the transform step. Then we get the clean data. During the transform step, we will do using an unclean data, which is the dirty data. So by using the transform and load, we can load the clean data set that we have changed. Okay. So next we'll proceed. Suggest at least 3 transformation operations that should be applied before loading the data into the warehouse. Example, data type conversion, removing duplicates, handling missing values, and renaming column or others process lah. So here, for the first one, we choose data type conversion. As we can see here, the join date, we change data type to date so that the format will be this exact same for each every column. And for the next one is for the standard price in the product data, we have changed to the fixed decimal number, which from from the decimal number we have changed to fixed decimal number, which when the value of each row will be presented cleanly from the previous data type. So we have changed to fixed decimal number. And here you can see the difference when we are using decimal number and fixed decimal number. So before we use the decimal number, and after we use the fixed decimal number, I have shown, I have highlighted which one that we can see the changes that have been applied. So here we have shown you the changes. And for the next one, it's about handling missing values. So missing and logically wrong values in the category column, we have analyzed that there are missing values in the category column. So the category for certain product is not accurate. For example, smartwatch stuff is categorized as smartphone, and the same goes for the product. So as we can see here, the category is not the suitable category for each product. So, and there are also missing values where we have to fill in the values by logically. And as we can see, for the smartwatch, it is categorized as smartphone, and iPhone is categorized as a wearable, so that is not clean. So we need to change logically according to ourselves, which is the most suitable category for each product. So to replace the blank spaces and ensure the product is categorized accurately, we use the conditional column where each product is categorized correctly based on their name. So as we can see, we use the conditional column for each of the row that have missing values and incorrect value. We use the conditional column to change the value according to the product name. So for example, if the product is smartwatch, it will be the category of wearable. And for example, if the product is iPhone, and the category will be the smartphone. So here is the result after we apply the conditional column where it changed according to the product name. So next, here is another example of empty blank spaces in custom ID column. We have found that there are several empty blank spaces in the customer ID column. So since the customer ID follows in order sequence, so we use the index column to automatically assign ID for the blank spaces. So here, customer ID, we know that the order is in sequence, which is from 1 to 1 to 30, 31 to 50. It's like that. So to fill in the empty blank spaces with a proper customer ID, we use the index column so that it will automatically assign each value in sequence for the empty blank spaces. As you can see, we have used the index column and we have replaced the index column with a new name of customer ID, and the old customer ID will be removed and it will be replaced with a new one which have all the customer ID. Okay, and this one is the result where we have used the index column to replace the empty blank spaces. And for the last one is renaming columns. So we for when we are using conditional column, there are many columns that we need to create. So for example, there are sale date one we created from the conditional column, and we have renamed to a better name which is the sales date in the sales data. So for the next example is we rename the total amount column to a new name which is the total price. So for a better name, we found it total price is a better name from total amount since the sales data is using unit price, and then we found that if total amount sometimes we will be confused, so we changed it to the total price for a better clarity. So that's all from me. Now I will pass to Muhammad Hanif to proceed for the next section for number 3. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Muhammad Nazim, for your presentation. Okay, my name is Muhammad Ani bin Muhammad Nawi, and I will be presenting Section B, Question 3. Explain how you would perform data cleansing for the following issue. Number 1, missing customer address. Number 2, inconsistent product category. And number 3, duplicate transaction ID. Okay, for number 1, missing customer address. Since the sales dataset lacks a specific column for customer home address, so we logically derive the customer location based on the state of branch where the transaction occurs. By merging the sales table with the branch data using the branch ID, we assign a geographic location to each sales. This process ensures that every transaction is mapped to a location. It allows Retail SEMHD to perform sales by region analysis, which would be impossible if the address data remain missing. Okay, for the second one, inconsistent product categories. We use text standardization to make sure the computer doesn't think these are different products. We use format and then capitalize each word function in Power Query. We also use replace values to manually change variation like laptops to laptop. Okay, for the first example, this is where you can use capitalize each word. You click let's just say you click category column. So you click here first and then right click, choose transform and click capitalize each word. Okay, for the second example, this is how replace value looks like. On value to find, you put something or some number or null, then the Power Query will find it and replace with this what you want to change. Let's just say laptops. So anything with laptops will be replaced with a laptop with a L capital letter and without S. Okay, for the last one, duplicate transaction IDs. Since we don't have the transaction ID column, we can show using the cell ID column in the sales dataset. We identify the cell ID as the unique transaction identifier. To remove duplicates, we use the remove duplicates feature in Power Query based on the cell ID column to ensure every transaction is only counted once. This ensures data integrity and prevents the total revenue from being double counted, which is essential for accurate financial reporting for smart retail. Okay, let's just say there are 100 transaction ID and 50 of them is duplicate one. And okay, so let's just say every transaction ID is give every transaction is 50 ringgit. So 50 ringgit times 100 if we calculate with the duplicate one, so the total will be 1000 5000. So this is so misleading and inaccurate. So the financial reporting will be inaccurate. Okay, for example, ini dia punya contoh where you can find ni kita check kat mana kita orang buat remove duplicate in Power Query. First, you click ni dia punya contoh. So here in the example, kat mana kita orang buat remove duplicate on cell ID. Cell ID ni dia punya contoh, and then ni kita check kat mana kita orang buat remove duplicate. Right click your mouse. And then ni dia punya contoh, find ni kita check kat mana kita orang buat remove duplicate tu. That's all from us. Thank you.